Well, howdy folks, Wade here, and welcome back to Wade's Old Ways. Today we are talking about mosquitoes. And about a 5-gallon bucket sitting behind a shed, half full of rainwater and grass clippings, with one heaping spoonful of a $17 powder floating on the surface that is drawing every female mosquito within 100 yards toward it right now, and killing every egg she lays within 24 hours. Without harming a single honeybee, without harming a butterfly, a dog, a chicken, or a child running barefoot through the yard at dusk. I have not been bitten by a mosquito at my own property in 9 years. No spray truck, no chemical company on retainer. And by the end of this, you will know exactly how to do the same thing for less than the cost of one professional spray treatment. But first, the thing most people get completely wrong. Because if you do not understand this, none of the rest will work. Mosquitoes do not come from the air. They do not blow in from your neighbor's pond or drift in from the woods. Every mosquito biting you in your own backyard was born in your own backyard, in water, in standing water, and not very much of it. A bottle cap of water held in the crease of an old tarp is enough. A clogged gutter holding half a cup of rainwater for 4 days is enough. The little dish under your potted plant on the porch is enough. A female mosquito lays between 1 and 300 eggs at a time, in less water than you can hold in your cupped hand. That is the whole game. If you let standing water sit on your property for more than 4 days, you are running a mosquito hatchery. If you eliminate it, or poison it so the eggs cannot hatch, you have solved the problem at the source. The pest control companies want to kill the mosquito after it has hatched and flown into your face. The old way kills it in the water before it ever has wings. The old way takes about an hour a month. The pest control way takes a monthly bill and a yard full of chemicals that kill the honeybees right along with the mosquitoes. Because the honeybee safe option does not refill itself every month at $60 a visit. The first thing to do, and it costs nothing, is walk your property. Once a week in summer, in the cool of the morning, take an empty coffee can and walk your whole yard. Every saucer under every potted plant. The wheelbarrow leaned against the barn. The dog dish nobody uses anymore. The folds in the tarp covering the firewood. The old tire pile if you have one, and if you do, please get rid of it, because tires are the worst single mosquito factory ever invented by man. The bird bath, the kiddie pool the children left out, the clogged downspout, dump them all. Turn them over, 5 minutes a week. The mosquito starts in the water, end her there. Now, for the places you cannot drain, low spots in the yard that hold water after rain, the rain barrel by the back door, the gutter with debris in it. That is where the $17 powder comes in. It is called mosquito bits, and you will find it in the lawn and garden section of any hardware store, sometimes near the pond supplies. What is in those bits is something called BTI, Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis, a bacterium, not a chemical, not a poison in the usual sense of the word. A living thing that exists naturally in soil all over the world, first identified in a desert pond in 1977. Here is what makes it remarkable. When a mosquito larva, the little wiggling worm that hatches from the egg and lives in the water for about a week before it grows wings, eats a particle of BTI, it gets a hole in its gut. Within 24 hours, it is dead. BTI works on mosquito larvae, black fly larvae, and fungus gnat larvae. It does not work on anything else. Not on bees, not on butterflies, not on dragonflies, not on fish, not on frogs, not on songbirds, not on your dog if she sticks her face in the bucket. The reason it is so specific is that the gut of a mosquito larva is alkaline in a very particular way, and the toxin in BTI only activates in that exact chemistry. A honeybee's gut chemistry is completely different. So is yours. So is everything else's. Germany has been using BTI in their public mosquito control program since 1981. Pennsylvania uses it. Maryland uses it. They drop it from airplanes over marshland. It is the safest mosquito control product on the planet, and it has been for 40 years. So why is your lawn care company not using it? Because BTI is cheap. It is sold over the counter. A $17 container lasts one family the entire summer. A monthly mosquito spray contract runs $60 a visit or more. You do the math on which one the lawn company would rather sell you. Now, the bucket system. You need 3 things: a 5-gallon bucket, dark colored, orange, red, brown, or black, not white, a few handfuls of grass clippings or dead leaves, and the mosquito bits. Set the bucket somewhere out of the way, behind a shed, under a hedge, not next to where you eat dinner. You want the mosquitoes drawn away from you, not toward you. Fill it about halfway with water. Rainwater is best. Tap water will do. Toss in a handful of grass clippings and a few dead leaves to make the water look a little swampy. The dark color matters because a female mosquito hunting for a place to lay her eggs is looking for water that looks like the dark shaded still pools where her species evolved over millions of years. A bright white bucket in full sun does not look like home to her. A dark bucket in the shade does. The grass clippings matter because as they break down, they release the same compounds that decaying vegetation releases in a natural pond. The scent that tells a female mosquito, this is a good place to leave her young. You are not making a swamp. You are making a counterfeit swamp. The most attractive piece of real estate on your property as far as a mosquito is concerned. Then you take 1 heaping spoonful of mosquito bits and sprinkle it across the top of the water. That is all. You do not stir. 1 spoonful floating on the surface. Every mosquito egg laid in that bucket will die within 24 hours. The BTI holds for 2 to 4 weeks before you add another spoonful. 1 bucket is not enough for a whole yard. You need at least 3, 1 on each side of the house, placed away from where you sit and where the children play, always away from you. You are drawing the enemy away from your camp, not decorating. For places you cannot put a bucket, a ditch along the road, a low spot in the pasture, an old stock tank, they make the same thing in a different form. Little brown donuts called mosquito dunks. Toss 1 in. Each one covers about 100 square feet of standing water and lasts about 30 days. Toss 1 in your rain barrel, your gutters, any drain pipe that holds water for more than a day or 2. And your gutters deserve special attention because most homeowners never think of them. If your gutters have any debris in them, leaves, pine needles, the kind of buildup most houses get within a year of cleaning, they are holding water. Not much, just enough. Sprinkle a spoonful of mosquito bits straight into the gutter every few weeks during mosquito season, and you have shut down what is probably the single biggest mosquito breeding ground on your property. The mosquitoes know about your gutters even if you do not. That handles the eggs and the larvae. But you still have adult mosquitoes out there right now, born last week, coming for you on the porch. So the second part of the system handles the adults, and it is also completely safe for bees and butterflies. Essential oils, real ones. Cedar wood, rosemary, clove, garlic, lemongrass, peppermint. Concentrated plant compounds used as insect repellents for thousands of years by people who had nothing else and figured out what worked. You can buy them already mixed in a bottle at the hardware store, designed to go into a pump-up garden sprayer. Fill the tank most of the way with water. Pour in the amount the label calls for. Shake it up. The water turns cloudy. That is your spray. Do not spray the open air. The oils evaporate fast, and you are wasting them. Spray the underside of every leaf in your bushes and hedges, the eaves of your porch, the inside of any wooden lattice, the back of your wood pile. During the day, mosquitoes do not fly around. They rest in the shade on the cool underside of leaves and in the protected pockets of your shrubs, waiting for evening. Spray those resting places and you hit the entire adult population in one afternoon. One thing not to spray: your flowers in bloom. Even though these oils will not kill a honeybee, they will keep her from wanting to land there. Spray everything around the flowers, not the flowers themselves. And for the evening on the porch, when the family is sitting out and the mosquitoes are coming, the oldest trick there is: a small ceramic dish, a charcoal disc from the hardware store, and a handful of dried rosemary or sage from your kitchen cabinet. Light the charcoal, lay the dried herbs on top, and let them smolder. The smoke from those herbs keeps mosquitoes out of about a 10-foot circle for as long as the herbs are burning. It smells like a kitchen at Christmas, not like a chemical spray. The mosquitoes will not come near it. Now, the part that ought to make you a little uneasy. Mosquitoes kill more human beings every year than any other animal on Earth. They spread West Nile virus, which is in every state in this country now. They spread Eastern equine encephalitis, which kills a third of the people who catch it. This is not just an itchy bump on your arm. This is serious business. And the way most of the country has been told to handle it: call the company, sign the contract, let them spray your yard once a month, is not the only way. It is not even the best way. It is the way that makes someone money. The honeybee population in this country has been in decline for 20 years. One of the reasons is that the same chemicals used to kill mosquitoes in suburban yards are also killing the bees that pollinate the food in those yards. You cannot kill the pests without killing the helpers if you use the wrong tool. BTI does not kill bees. Essential oil sprays do not kill bees. Walking your property and dumping standing water does not kill anything except mosquitoes. The whole system: buckets, dunks, essential oil spray, smudge herbs, walking the line, costs less than 1 month of professional service, takes 1 weekend to set up, and you can run it yourself for the rest of your life with no contract, no chemical company, and no harm done to anything you care about. Tell me in the comments, where do you live? And what is your mosquito situation like right now? And if you put out a bucket this weekend, come back and tell me how it goes. I read every single one. Thank you for being here today. If this was useful, hit that like button and subscribe to Wade's Old Ways. There is plenty more where this came from. Until next time, walk the line, dump the water, and remember the people who built this country with their hands. New things we are only just starting to remember. This is Wade. See you soon.